Space the Bed with me, your host, Beverly Phillips Souza. Wee, wee, wee!
Cause it's Bev.
We have a very special guest on today's show. He is a personal friend of mine and a chef at Noble Rock in Portland, Oregon. Leather Storrs. Hey, Leather, welcome.
Bev, pleasure.
Okay.
Pleasure. Nice to see you. Thanks for having me.
I want to ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
What in the hell was your mama thinking when she named you Leather? Did she want a belt?
It wasn't really...
What happened to good old American names like Woodrow and Clarence and Boyle and Marco and Andres? Cletus and Devan and Montana. If I had another kid, a small child boy, guess what I would name him or her?
Mason?
Close. Devon. What are you gonna cook for us today? I see you brought some fun ingredients.
I did. I brought a few things that I grow on my roof. I brought...
He grows on his roof.
We have a garden. It's not gigantic, but we're able to grow some flowers like these, nasturtium flowers. And then this is chervil. This is a lovely tender herb.
Cheryl?
Chervil, which would also be a good boy's name.
Sure.
And then that's gonna go in our risotto. We're gonna make a risotto with chanterelle mushrooms.
Did you just gesture to mushrooms? I'm going to tell you a personal story that happened to me and my family and to me privately. In 1964, I had a cousin, a second cousin. Her name was Tina, last name redacted. Tina had an experience with mushrooms one day, purchased from the forest and brought to her home. She consumed them. She began to see things, hallucinations. She began talking to things like dead uncles, a pope, and Jimmy Carter before he was famous. She was my second cousin Tina, and she swore on a stack of beautiful holy Bibles that a four-fingered troll lived in her commode. Answer for that!
These are chanterelle mushrooms. They are not going to give you, as you so delightfully put it, hallucinations.
Well, I'm going to ask you to get on with it.
What I've started is some onions,
Okay.
cooked with a little bit of olive oil. Then I added the rice to them. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of wine to the rice mixture.
Okay.
And we'll take that and pour it in the... Or we could not. The wine could also be optional. What we're going to do is just make sure that we're developing this starch.
Is that a technical term, starch?
Starch is a, I guess you could call it a technical term, yeah. This rice here, once we add the mushrooms and a little bit of herbs, is going to turn into this lovely mushroom dish.
What's next?
I have a couple things from the restaurant and also not from the restaurant that I thought I'd finish this with. Some pea shoots, nasturtiums, a little squirt of lemon juice, and then I thought maybe we might want to put a little bit of weed butter in there. That's a new thing here in Oregon. They've just legalized it.
Am I interested in putting cocaine in my crab cakes? Is that what we're talking about?
Well,
Little tiny baby Jesus in heaven, giver of light, owner of the world and my destiny, please look after Leather. And please keep me out of jail because I'm going straight there. He has brought illegals into my home. Jimmy, honey, my heaters, quick. Honey, quick, honey, my heaters. Can you believe what's happening right here? Multiple drugs in here. You better call my attorneys, okay? You call Glenda, okay? Glenda will know what to do. I will be fine.
I had
Please
no
continue.
idea.
Please continue. I'm
All right.
excited to finish this segment.
Oh, lovely. Well, so this is an intellectual exercise for me. I love the challenge of cooking with marijuana. I think that it has some health benefits that are quite interesting, maybe not fully understood. And I thought that someone like you, who's looking forward, who's progressive, who's clearly curious about life, would enjoy the opportunity to try something new.
I'm a simple meat and potatoes kind of girl, you understand? And Mary Jane never, ever had a seat at that table. Do you understand? But my mama raised me to be respectful to people who are preparing meals. So why don't you go ahead and show me how the junkie dines, if you would, sir.
Well, Bev, here it is, the finished dish. I think you'll love this. Got a little bit of action from the roof, and well, I don't know if this is the first time for you, but how about you take a nice bite of this?
I can feed myself, thank you, heathen. Hand me that
There
spoon.
you are, sweetie.
Leather, I owe you an apology. You see, I doubted you, and I questioned you, and I prayed to God in heaven and his son, the baby Jesus, for you. And as always, he has heard my prayers. This food is divine and is no longer, in my opinion, satanic. It feels like a gaggle of angels is resting on my tongue in my mouth.
Bev, cooking for you is always a pleasure, and I'm so glad to make you happy.
I am indeed. Thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed our guest, Leather Storrs. You can visit him in the Oregon State Penitentiary. I'm just joking, but not. You can see him at Noble Rock. I'm Bev, and you've been watching A Taste of Bev, and I hope you come back and visit us again. I'm holding this delicious spoon. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. That was really good. I think I'm tasting that weed bug.
Probably. No, wait, look. You might have spilled the spoon.
My left foot is asleep. Is that should happen?
'Cause it's bad.